All right. Hello, hello. Give me one second, y'all. Okay. So, just a quick announcement. Get some things together. So, we're changing things up a little bit. Life happens, things occur in life, and we have to adjust. Just like I need to adjust my camera so y'all can see the table. All right. Here we go. So, um, we're doing Leo through Capricorn tonight. And then on Wednesday, we'll finish off with Aquarius through Cancer. And that's how we're going to do things from now on until Spirit says change it up again. We're going to do all signs readings, but we're going to split it by whatever season that we're in. And since we're in Leo season, happy birthday, Leo, if you haven't heard me say it already. We'll start with Leo and go through Capricorn. And when it's Virgo, we'll start with Virgo and so on and so forth. So we'll be splitting them from Monday between Monday and Wednesday. But yeah, I hope everybody is well. Thank you for joining. Thank you for coming in and watching and all the things. Um, and I'm just going to get started here. So we are finding out tonight what it is. We're getting channel messages on what this test is that you have to successfully complete for your next elevation. Starting with Leo spirit. What's the test? Give us some details on the test Leo has to successfully complete for their next elevation. What's the details and advice? Here we go. Advice. We got the Six of Wands, the King of Wands. That's Leo energy. And the Two of Cups. I like it. And then at the bottom of the deck, Leo, we have the Five of Pentacles. Is this upright or okay? Upright. Five of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. Judgment. Ace of Cups. Two aces. Okay. Four of Swords. Can't see that. So there we go. Four of Pentacles. Justice. Two of Pentacles. Is that it? Okay. All right. Let me scoot this. There we go. Now you can see the entire deck here. All right, Leo. With the Five of Pentacles here, it's like money is looking funny. Money is looking funny. And for some of you, it may be because of a circumstance surrounding your job. Maybe there was a layoff or something like that. Or maybe there were unexpected expenses. Regardless of the situation, Leo, um, there is the test involves with the Ace of Wands and Judgment, as well as Ace of Cups. It's one thing for me to tell you not to worry, see the abundance around you. It's another thing for you to live it, right? Especially when the evidence, and I'll say that the things on paper are showing you something else. Your spirit team, this test is calling for you to have certainty beyond logic about the abundance that surrounds you and to be grateful about where you are right now. This is that opportunity to see the blessings within this dire, for some of you and unfortunate for others of you, situation. And like I said, it's easier said than done, but that's the test here. Yeah, spirits like, with the Ace of Cups, this is about being fulfilled. This is about seeing the abundance around you, that you are protected, that the things that are happening to you are happening for a reason. And it's difficult to see that when you are in the mess, right? When you are in it. But with this Four of Swords, spirits like, I hear them say, rest, relax, which is difficult because it's a worrying type situation, right? But the thing about worry is it's a form of control. You may, you know, you may buy into that, you may not. Because when we worry about something, we take the certainty and trust and faith out of our benevolent ancestors, out of the angels, out of Yahweh, whoever it is that you lean into, Leo, you take it out their hands because you don't think they can ABC. That's what worry is, right? And it's just like, don't worry. Four, four of swords, four of pentacles. Chill with that worry because things are going to balance out here. Things are going to balance out. Yeah, it may be a situation where you may have to rob Peter to pay Paul, but at least you got something. You got, I know this is going to sound messed up. You got somebody to rob. At least you got somebody to rob to pay somebody else, until you, until things balance out. This is happening, they got me looking at justice here because there's a lot of, I I don't want to say they're saying fluff, but there's a lot of stuff that maybe, Leo, that you have um gotten involved in, or were, you know, you had to intervene to help other folks at some point in time and they didn't pay you back. This isn't that time to do that, Leo. I know Leo has a very good heart, big heart, and sometimes, we really want to help other folks even when our situation isn't great. Five of Pentacles. And Spirit is like, nah, this is about helping yourself. And by helping yourself, that means putting up these boundaries. And not only that, but seeing people who are constantly asking you, Leo, for certain things for who they are. Because this is giving me that there are some people who just come to you to essentially save them. And that's not cool. Yeah. Let me turn these up right. Excuse me. Clarifying. Judgment. Clarifying judgment. Spilling everywhere. Clarifying judgment. For Leo. Clarifying judgment for Leo. Yeah, Leo. I can speak about this through experience. It's like, repeating to myself at times that I am abundance. Abundance is me, even though on paper it looks a certain way, but I'll be damned if I didn't have, what I needed when I needed it. Just saying, clarifying I'm gonna turn that one over. Clarifying judgment, Leo, is the higher, not hierophant. My bad. The high priestess. Yes. This is this is your test. Like I said, this is your time to tap in, Leo. Tap into your spirit team. If you need, a personal reading, uh, send me an email. It's in the description box, because a lot of times we have resources around us, but we don't tap in because we're trying to fix things ourselves, and things are already fixed. We just got to ask for the answer. We just have, or pay attention to the answer that's being given to us. Yeah. And it flew on this card, which is the King of Cups. The King of Cups. You have so much compassion for other people, Leo, but do you reserve any compassion for yourself? Or is it, shoulda, coulda, woulda, where you judge yourself for certain situations? And that's not the case. That's not the case for you, Leo, not at all. You aren't anybody who, um, at least the Leos that I'm talking to, the Leos listening to this, you aren't anybody who overlooks those who are in great need and they come to you. So you should have that same compassion for yourself and tap into your folks who want to see you through. Because I have been directed to money because I tapped in. And I know my folks are awesome. So I know your folks are awesome because they talking to me. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got to say about that part. Clarifying. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, this is not the time to be lending out stuff to people either. Mm-mm. Yep. Clarifying the Four of Pentacles is the Two of Swords. It's not the time to be lending out to folks, because folks are going to be playing games with you and your money. Like if you were tossing with what you could do and still make it through, nope. Go on and make that decision that this is not that time to play. Choose you. That's the choice that it comes down to, choosing yourself and choosing other people. Our advice here, Leo, again, is the Six of Wands, the King of Wands, which is Leo, as well as the Two of Cups. And this is, you know, recognizing, one, you are connected. Two, you are going to be led to your resource. The Six of Wands, it's like acknowledgement. And that you have to tap in to realize where the resources are coming from and who you're being directed to. For some of you, it's going to feel like it's coming straight up out the blue, but it's not. This is something that is with the Two of Cups, divinely guided. But yeah, your folks see you, Leo, and they know exactly what you need. You just have to tap in, Leo, because there is something around you that they are going to lead you to. And with the Six of Wands, there's a victory. There's the victory wreath. The victory is yours already. You just have to connect with it. You got to connect with it. And to connect with it, it comes through your folks. All right, Leo. I hope that helps. Yes. And I hate that you're going through this, Leo. But this is where your next elevation comes in. All right, Leo. Let's move on. to Capricorn. Excuse me, Virgo. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. Let's move on to Virgo. I'm like, Capricorn, we at the end already? No, no, we're not. All right. Let me get your timestamp ready here. All right, Virgo. Let's get into it. Spirit, can we get the details of Virgo's next test that leads to their next elevation? What are some of the details for Virgo's next test that leads to their elevation? Details, please, for Virgo's next test that leads to their elevation. Your advice starts with the Four of Wands. Then we got the Knight of Swords and the Hermit. Ooh, that's you, Virgo. At the bottom of the deck, Virgo, we have the Ace of Swords, Five of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Death, Four of Pentacles. Okay, that's it. Virgo. The Ace of Swords here, I heard, of course, breakthrough victory. I mean, because that's exactly what this is, clarity, all the things. And it's one of those things, Virgo, where you are being tasked with or tested in how badly you want something. Virgo is known to be somebody who plans and processes, very intellectual, very what's the word that I'm looking for? Very not just pragmatic, but somebody who is meticulous about things a lot of the times. And this is with the Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles here is definitely about a financial situation. And you know what? Let's just be honest with what was going on with Leo, a financial situation, and with you, Virgo, financial situation. These are the times, which is unfortunate. And the question is, how badly do you want to be in your independence? How badly do you want the fruitfulness of self-sufficiency with the Nine of Pentacles? The Five of Swords is about, doing what you have to do. I'm hearing by any means necessary, which is, that which is legal. you know Are you willing to take a different job that may be paying less, but there's more room for growth with the Page of Pentacles here? Are you really willing to start over, start anew? Because that's what Page is about. Pages is something new. It's bringing a new opportunity. And what I'm seeing here, that there is an opportunity, but it may require you to start from the beginning. And a lot of times we hold on, Four of Cups, to certain things that we don't pay attention to the blessing that is being given us. Because this if you recognize this test and you successfully complete it, there is a transformation in how your finances will look that is coming. Because with this starting over, yes, You may have to, pinch pennies for a bit, but this is temporary. This is temporary because you're going to the 9 of Pentacles. So this 4 of Pentacles is just, it's just a stepping stone to the 9 of Pentacles. And at the 9 of Pentacles, eh, funds isn't an issue. The abundantness, abundantness. Like what? The abundance and fruitfulness. It will be all over the place. You wouldn't have any financial worries, but are you willing to start over? Say, all right, you know what? Let's start over. Because sometimes that's what we have to do. And other times, Virgo, we may be in our mindset again, shoulda, coulda, wouldas. We listen to society who, tells everybody the cookie cutter, you're supposed to be here at a certain age. And that's not the case. That's not the case. To get to the 9 of Pentacles, sometimes not sometimes, it does take intention. It takes, um, it takes the willpower. It takes, um, consistency. And you have it in you to do it. You definitely have it in you to do it, Virgo. Clarifying death. Clarifying death for Virgo. Yeah, Virgo, if this is resonating with you, feel free to like and or subscribe. Clarifying death for Virgo. Clarifying death, Virgo, is the Hermit. The Hermit, we got it out here twice. It's in your advice and it's right here too. The Hermit is you. That's your sign. That's your card. And the Hermit is guided by the star. The Hermit is somebody who isn't afraid to move away from the pack and what everybody else is doing in society to follow, their star, their healing, their wish fulfillment. And not only that, but they are being guided, spiritually guided. And if your spirit team, Virgo, is telling you, like, look, it's time to start over. It's time to start over. They want the best for you. No, it's not going to be easy, but if it was, everybody would be doing it. But your transformation, it comes through the guidance of your spirit team. Your elevation, your wish fulfillment, that's where it comes from. Clarifying the 4 of Cups of Pentacles. Cups. 4 of Cups. Because they both out here. Clarifying the 4 of Cups for Virgo. All right. It's the 2 of Cups. Let me show you so you can see. Yes. Listen, 2 of Cups. The original 2 of Cups, because it's the disassembled tarot. It's divinely guided as well, right? It's like a meeting of the minds. And this is you meeting your spirit team where they are. They're meeting you where you are. And this idea, although it's out of the box, your folks think that way because nobody else is doing it. And don't listen to what other people have to say. Matter of fact, don't tell people what you're going to do. Just do it. And they can watch as you progress into your 9 of Pentacles. Because things are going to really come into balance once you follow what your spirit team is nudging you to do, or what you've been told to do, but may have been like, I don't know, nobody's doing this. Like, this means I have to start over. Yeah. Yeah. Especially if this is something that you really want, something that you are passionate about. A lot of times we want to start already knowing stuff. And that's not what this human experience is about. Society will lead us to believe that we should know everything about everything, even though we don't. But it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I love that. Going back to your advice here, the Four of Wands, the King, Knight, excuse me, the Knight of Swords, and the Hermit. Again, you are all up out here, Virgo. And the Knight of Swords. You know, the Knight of Swords, you see those birds above his head? That's ancestral to me. So no matter how fast you move, no matter how where you go, there they are. They're always with you. You don't ever have to wonder where your spirit team is, right? But the peace and success with the Four of Wands here, the unity of self, the yin and yang that you saw in this Two of Cups, that that is yours upon the successful completion of this test. But it does require you to actually make the moves, move towards that, because the Hermit is going there, the Knight of Swords is going there towards the Four of Wands, being led by the star. So continue to be led, even though it may be, you know, the unknown is scary. It really is. And not knowing how things are going to work out is scary. The journey is scary. But you already know the elevation is on the other side. You already know the Nine of Pentacles is the goal, like one of the goals. We'll say that because that's just the beginning, right? So this is like, you know, the Knight of Swords is somebody who is not afraid to do things. They are a soldier. And this Five of Swords has another soldier in it. This is like, what are you willing to do? Are you willing to listen to your folks? Are you willing to, take their guidance? Are you willing to talk things through with them and, let them know, like, you know what, maybe I don't want to, maybe we can amend something just a little bit. Talk it out with them. Talk it out with them because they want what you want. What we want is just the baseline. Yes, I'm excited for you, Virgo. I know you got this. I know you do. As strategic as you are, you got it because your folks are strategic too. All right, Virgo. I hope that helps. Okay. Up next is Libra. And everybody, just as a reminder, I forgot to say it earlier, the timestamps are going to be in the comments for both. Any of the lives, the timestamps are going to be in the comments. All right, Libra. Let me get your timestamp here because I don't want no problems. All right, Libra. Here we go. Let's find out. Spirit, what are some of the details regarding Libra's test that leads to their next elevation? What are the details? Some of the details regarding Libra's test that leads to their next elevation. Just to let you know, I saw the Tower. So we'll see. We'll see, Libra. You got the Hermit as your advice. Ace of Cups. The Lovers. I love the fact that we have two major arcana. Now, we talking about elevation here? Okay. Bottom of the deck. Look, three major arcana. There's the Chariot. Four major arcana. There's the Wheel of Fortune. Seven of Cups. You got some major changes coming with this test. Seven of Wands. Nine of Cups. Okay. Page of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. Okay. Ooh, wee. Libra, Libra. This test is everything about this shift. Um, Moving forward on your divine path. And it's it definitely has something to do with um setting yourself apart, because with the Chariot here, what your spirit is honing in on is how the Chariot is leaving the city. The community is behind them. So because they're doing something that only they can do. Only you can do this, Libra. Only you can change with the Wheel of Fortune here your situation. The shift happens when you set yourself apart. Yeah. Seven of Wands. It's all about being set apart too. And not just being set apart, because this person is on a cliff, right? Um and they have a vantage point. They have a vantage point so they can see what is coming at them. They don't have to fight somebody at foot level. They're at a they're at a vantage point. And that's a part of the shift. It's like with the 7 of Cups here, you have um a lot of options, but you have to choose the best fit. Not what's good, but the best fit. And the way that you choose the best fit, it requires you to, of course, tap in and be guided like you would in a Chariot, because it's going to lead you into this 9 of Cups energy. And the 9 of Cups energy is just where you start, Libra. It's just the beginning, because your folks don't want you to stay in a place of comfort. They want you to live in comfort, but they don't want you to get comfortable or complacent, rather, you know, with where you are. They want you to always be striving, which is why they want to put you in this place, this vantage point. But you have to be willing to say yes here with the Chariot, um, to whatever your divine path is, whatever you're being guided to do, nudge to do. And not everybody can do it. Everybody can't go. This is your Chariot. Hmm. And right now, this is your choice. This is this is an initiation. So this may be you just starting your spiritual journey. This may also, if you have been on it, taking you to a completely different level of your spiritual journey. But still, the fact remains, the community can't go with you. Yep. It's going to end up, um, it's one of those situations where you have to be consistent. You have to be intentional with the Page of Pentacles, but also this is the beginning of something new and fresh with your team or whomever is guiding you, and being confident in your connection to them. like the Queen of Wands is. She is somebody who is confident in her connections. You can't tell her, that she's not divinely connected. And you can tell her, but she ain't gonna believe it because she knows. She's a Queen of Wands. She's like, you can't tell me, but okay. You have the right to say what you want to say, but I know the truth. And that's what they want you to be. They want you to be confident in your connection because they're going to take you, Libra. Oh my gosh. With this 9 of Cups, you're going to be sitting pretty. It's going to be more than a vantage point. You are going to be sitting pretty. It's like whatever your divine path is, there are going to be provisions for it. You are more than likely going to be making money doing whatever this is with the Page of Pentacles, but you have to start from somewhere. Yeah. Clarifying the Chariot. Libra, if this resonates, feel free to like and or subscribe if you have not already. Clarifying the Chariot for Libra. Clarifying the Chariot for Libra. Yeah, this test is about choosing your divine path. Are you going to do it? Are you going to continue on it? Are you really ready to elevate? Wow. It's the 9 of Cups. It's out here twice. It's out here twice. There it is right there. There it is right there. Yeah. They are going to, should you choose to take the test and successfully complete it, you are going to be sitting pretty. They are not going to leave you hanging in any kind of way. And not only that, but your connection, no one will be able to tell you anything because your folks are going to fortify your knowledge. The things that people think they know about, you going to know better and do better. And it won't be anybody's business either. It's like spirit is honing in on this person's crossed arms, where it's just like, you can't tell me shit, but okay, you can have your conversation with yourself. I know my spirit team. I know who's guiding me. I'm good. Thank you. Thank you. And because you chose them, you're going to have wish fulfillment. Absolutely. They're going to turn everything around with the Wheel of Fortune here. And there's a 7 of Cups again. You have a choice. You really do. You really do. Clarifying the Wheel of Fortune. But this is definitely, because there are a lot of major arcana out here. We got one, I can't even remember how many I counted before, but 1, 2, now we have strength. So that's 3, 4, 5. We got 5 out here. This test is like, this is some big shit energy here. Like life-changing. Yeah. They want you to trust the journey with strength here. Trust the journey. Have courage to dare to be different. Dare to walk your divine path, if you're just starting, or, keep it going and go even deeper with it. Because you're about to find out some stuff that nobody can even fathom. Secrets of the universe, they're going to show you. And some things you are going to teach others. But not everything is for everybody. This is your journey. Yeah. Shoot. Like I said, provisions. Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. And that's the big pentacle. That ain't the Page of Pentacles. It's like, yeah, you have to start off at the page, but the ending, It ain't even an ending. It's like a continuation. The continuation is the Ace of Pentacles. But your advice is again the Hermit, Ace of Cups. So we got two aces out here and the Lovers. Seeking, accepting, seeking the journey. You know, I say this all the time because a lot of times the Hermit, with all the different types of tarot, um, the Hermit is holding a lantern, just a regular old lantern, but in the original Rider-Waite Smith tarot, the lantern is the star, and the star is wish fulfillment. It is healing. It is being spiritually guided. It is separating yourself from the pack, like with the Chariot. And they want you to seek it. Seek that fulfillment. They want you to choose them with the Lovers here. Choose the tree of life and the tree of wisdom, the tree of knowledge, excuse me. Yeah, because this is a very divine journey. This is one where you are going to be helping others like heal, see the truth, connect with their own spirituality. You're going to be showing people what fulfillment and abundance really is, but you have to make that choice here. That's what the Lovers is about. It's about the love of self, the love of your spirit team or higher self, and being guided by them. Yeah. Wow. You about to change some lives, Libra. For real. Should you choose to. Should you choose to. Yeah, I hope that helps. All right. Let's see. Get my timestamp going here. We have Sagittarius almost done, y'all. Okay. And just as a reminder, we will do Aquarius through Cancer on Wednesday, but I'll post that. All right, Sagittarius, let's get into it. Let's find out some details about your test that will bring about your next elevation should you successfully complete it. What are some of the details of Sagittarius's test that will bring about their next elevation? What are some of the details, Spirit, about Sagittarius's next test or test that will bring about their next elevation? All right, both of these. Your advice is the Two of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. Interesting. At the bottom of the deck, we got the King of Swords, Page of Cups, Queen of Cups, the Moon, the Magician, okay, Chariot, okay. Interesting. Because we got a whole lot of major arcana at the end here. The King of Swords I'm sure you've been told this multiple times, Sagittarius. The King of Swords is somebody who definitely thinks head over heart. They're not emotional about things. There aren't any kind of emotional factors in their decision makings. It just has to be logical. It has to make sense. And there's somebody who communicates very clearly. There's no mincing words, but they are, spiritually guided. And there is a test coming up for someone who is younger than you, Sagittarius. This may be a child, your child. This child may be an adult. This child may be teenaged, or this may be a dependent of some sort, or even a mentee. But this is someone who you have, really poured into. You have really um, helped guide them to the best of your ability. Love them, you know, as your own if they are not blood related. It doesn't even matter, You love them as your own, not like your own, as your own. And there are some it's like there's some with the moon here. It's feeling like apprehension. It's feeling like I don't want to say fear, so I'll say apprehension about them either, you know, following their journey or the direction that they're going in. Yeah. Because even though you have instilled, a lot of things in them, they're still, it's that nature versus nurture. They still have friends, they still have other influences, there's still social media, and maybe they have made some questionable decisions where you were like, what? But if you think about it, maybe growing up, Sagittarius, your parents looked at you like, what? Would it make sense at? Like, it's one of those things where you have to not you have to carry on with communicating clearly with this person, this young person, teaching them and or showing them, those nuances of life that they need to know. There aren't any grays with this. There are certain things that happen in life that you can not protect them from, but you can tell them about here, as the King of Swords, to give them a heads up. Because a lot of times when, somebody is not saying that the Queen of Cups is somebody who withholds, but maybe shields, maybe cushions, protects. But there's going to be an opportunity here for you to clearly direct and guide multiple times. There's going to be opportunities coming towards you. And when you do this, you actually, with the magician here, you actually, give them all the resources that they need to make informed decisions, to follow their journey. They're going to do what they want to do, but they can't say, Sagittarius didn't tell me. Sagittarius didn't let me know. They can't say it because Sagittarius was clear and concise. Yeah. Hmm. Clarifying the magician. Clarify the moon first. Okay. Clarifying the moon first. Clarifying the moon first. Clarifying the moon for Sagittarius. Hmm. Clarifying the moon for Sagittarius. What I'm hearing is that like maybe this child of yours is starting a new chapter in their lives soon, going off to school, moving out, clarifying the moon, starting high school, you know, clarifying the moon, getting their first real job. I'll say that. You know, it's like a shift that is happening for them. They're starting a new chapter in life, and there's the opportunities coming up. To clarify the moon is the page of wands. Yeah, they're starting some new chapters, and you're kind of worried and apprehensive and kind of like, oh, do they know everything? Like, should I, tell them about this? Like, they didn't make a great decision when they were working at Mickey D's. Like, so maybe we readdress that when, I don't know. But there's a new chapter coming through, and they have this passion, this fervor about it, and you're going to have some opportunities coming up here where you can direct them clearly, and then let them do what they're going to do. Yeah, clarifying the magician. Clarifying the magician is the eight of wands. Oh yeah, it's happening sooner than we all think. It's happening soon, especially if it's in regards to like school, going off to college, because we're in August. It's like right here. If you're watching this in real time, we're right here in August. So yeah, some of the things you may not need to wait until something happens, and just address it now and have a conversation, go to lunch and talk to them about, certain decisions that they made. And when they're out there in the world, um, they have to have more information. I'll say it like that, because I don't know what the situation is. Yeah, there's an opportunity here to take initiative, to take initiative. Going to your advice here again is the Two of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. Yeah, this is all about getting out your head, getting unstuck about what you want to do, emotionally detaching from the decision to actually have this conversation to help prepare this young person for this next chapter of their lives. Because, it's where you take the initiative as the Knight of Wands here. Eight of Wands, you take action. Like, yes, it is sad. Yes, it is, because this is a new chapter. This is them, following their journey and doing the things, growing up, getting older. And yeah, you probably want to hold on to your baby, as you should. They're always going to be your baby. But also, there's certain things that only you, Sagittarius, can tell them, and that they will receive. Yep. or at least they have the choice to receive it. Good luck with that. Let us know what happens. You don't have to let us know like intimate details, but how it went. I hope they help Sagittarius. All right. Last for today, but definitely not least, is Capricorn. All right, Cap. Let's see if we could find out some of the details of your test that will bring about your next elevation. Can we get some details from regarding Capricorn's test that will bring about their next elevation? Details for Cap regarding their test that will bring about their next elevation. Your advice is the Three of Cups, Justice, Four of Swords, bottom of the deck, Cap. We have the Six of Wands, King of Wands, Temperance, Five of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. That's it. Okay. Capricorn, this next test is about knowing how whole you are and knowing your worth. And ensuring that whatever somebody is trying to do to make you come out of pocket, because they're gonna test you with the Five of Swords here, that you stay in balance. You take that second, those 5 seconds before you reach back. You take that 5 seconds before you reach back to actually think about like, oh, this person is they're trying to set me up. Oh, okay. Okay. This because this is the test. This is a test. The King of Wands here is somebody who is super confident. This person stays in Aikido, and Aikido, the position is like Superman, like Aikido. They are very confident. They're very, you can't tell King of Wands that he's not whole. He's not half of a person. You cannot, with the King of Wands, convince him to come out of character. No. And that's what this test. Somebody is going to come at you and super test you. It may have something to do with your stability, your money. It could be somebody that that is trying to get over on you. And a lot of times, if I know a Capricorn, you don't play with them about their money. You don't play with anybody about their money these days. That's not something you do. Like if you still want you like inhaling and exhaling, like freely without a machine, you don't play with people's money. That's all I know. So, this is one of those situations. Nine of Pentacles here. You are somebody that this person or these people, they see as self-sufficient, they see as independent, they see as somebody who is abundant, and rightfully so. Cap, you do the work. You've been putting in the work, but that doesn't mean that the folks outside of you aren't jealous. That doesn't mean the folks outside of you don't want what you have, even though they don't want to do the work to get it. So they're going to test you. They're going to try you. They are going to try you. Even if it starts out as like just a rumor, maybe, there's somebody, because this can be, before I say anything, Let me clarify. Five of Swords. Clarifying. Five of Swords for Capricorn. Let me clarify the Five of Swords for Capricorn. Clarifying the Five of Swords. It's the King of Pentacles. So before I was going to say anything, I was thinking that this was probably a work situation. And a lot of times the King of Pentacles, they present as multiple things, but I am getting work situation. Like this is somebody like if this is your job, playing with your money, like if they short your check, you know what I'm saying? Or um even if there is, do you like your boss, Cap? And vice versa? Like, is there a little bit of conflict there? Because I'm getting that too as a message. Like this person may be jealous of you because you're a hard worker, even though the work that you do makes them look good. That's so weird. Like, why would that? Well, I don't know. I don't know why people think irrationally, but okay. But it's like you are a star. Hmm. You're a star, but they're gonna test you. They are really gonna test you here at work. And you are gonna want to come out of pocket. You are gonna want to show them exactly who Cap is. And with temperance here, it's like, you know, you're gonna breathe, but it's like you're gonna ruminate on it. And that's what's gonna like really get you. Like the audacity, the audacity. Let's clarify temperance. Yeah. This is about recognizing that you are whole and really Cap any situation can be temporary, including this job situation. Clarifying temperance is death. Yeah. Maintaining your cool. That's where the transformation comes in because they gonna come at you. They're gonna come at you. This isn't gonna be like a one-time thing. For some of you Capricorns, it's almost like they are trying to get rid of you. Like they're doing silly shit to make it seem like you're incompetent or like you to cause you to kind of fuck up, to distract you. Like if you are somebody who works like in a plant setting and it requires you to and I'm thinking about my own experience because that's what they're showing me. Like if you are required to work in a clean area and it has to be meticulous, or you have to write things out in real time, you know, got to be meticulous with that. It's like somebody is like, there's a plant who's going to try to distract you. They are going to try you for real. I don't know, Gap. Let's see what your advice is. Because I was about to say, look, bottom of the deck is the Fool. Trust your journey for one, and trust that you are protected for two. So, yeah, listen. Three of Cups, your advice. Three of Cups, justice. Justice is always good. And the Four of Swords, which is my chill card. And that's one of those things, Kat, where it's like, you know what? They're going to come at you. And just as a pause, Be careful about who you actually talk to and commune with in this work situation because they might be the plant and it's going to get revealed here. It's going to get revealed that this person is in cahoots with somebody else, this boss that you may or may not like. But yeah, things are going to balance out. The rat, the rat think is going to get exposed, and the truth is really going to come out. So your spirit team is saying for you to chill. Don't come out and try to bust people up when they're testing you at work. They're like, don't hurt them, Cap. That's what they're saying. Don't hurt them. Let us do our thing. Even if you start recording, because I know Capricorns are good at keeping records. If you start recording things, and then because justice is, I'm seeing HR. Just saying. Have a record of everything, because what they're trying to do, they definitely got records, whether they're falsified or not. So have a set of records for your own, on your own. But don't show out. Just chill. Keep things the way, like, oh, okay. Don't show them your cards. Know when to hold them, know when to fold them. But then when you call up on HR and you got all those the account of every occurrence, every instance where Capricorn actually did this, although they said I did this, like no, Capricorn did this. Here's an account. It's going to be difficult for them to dispute it. So yeah, don't show them who Cap is, like the other side of Cap. You don't have to. You don't have to. That's your advice, Cap. Yeah, I hope that resonates. If it does, feel free to like and or subscribe. Yeah, Cap. I hate you going through that. Folks are crazy. Can't just let folks be and do what they do, especially if they making money for you and making you look good. I don't know. People are weird. But all right, y'all. We have done Leo through Capricorn. We will finish on Wednesday. If you missed the announcement, we are separating. Spirit came through. Y'all know I just work here. Came through. It was just like we're gonna separate our all signs into 2 days. So Leo through Cap on today, and then Aquarius through Cancer on Wednesday. And I'll post what time we're gonna do it on Wednesday. All right. I hope y'all have a great day. I will see y'all on Wednesday. Bye.